When I bought a camera at the end of 2019, I had absolutely no idea that I would end up here. From months of watching YouTube content to finally buying an A6000 and a kit lens, I thought I was being hooked into a hobby for the first time in a while, let alone a potential career option. Now, in comparison to many others in creative fields, throughout my time in school and even college, I was never particularly creative in lessons. I mean, the only sort of real lesson that we had available to us for creativity was art, and I hated that. Literally, the moment I was able to drop it and take something else, I did. I was never really a fan of drawing or painting or any of that, and that was about as far as art went. Because I sort of never considered an artistic path an option, throughout college I basically had the genius plan of going to university for something, you know, academic, getting a degree, even if I might not like it, in order to obtain a job that, again, I might not like, but at least then I'd earn good money and, you know, have a solid career path outlined for me. Well, that resulted in university application time rolling around, and 17-year-old Tom had a bit of a crisis where I ended up bailing out of going to uni at all. The end of year 2 of college rolled around, and then I didn't go to uni. I just started working in an office. Over the course of the next 2 years, I basically ended up working full-time, you know, just generic administrative roles. I worked with so many amazing people. I gained a stupid amount of life experience, and overall just grew like so much as a person because of that job. In the meantime, what started as a hobby turned into more of an obsession. I'd definitely say I spent far more time consuming like photography and videography content more than I did actually going out and creating myself. As I continued to work full time, the balance between being exhausted by work and wanting to create was dire. I'm always the first to admit that I can be quite lazy, but I needed more time to be creative. So I quit. Simple as. Now, to clarify, I didn't quit with like no plans in place or anything like that. Since I genuinely started to realise that, you know, photography, videography, cameras, and that kind of thing was an option, I'd been deliberating what my options were past doing it in my spare time while working. And it basically came down to 2 simple paths that I'd be able to take. One of those was to just quit my job, live off the little bit of savings that I had, and pursue photography on my own, you know, have my own business, try and just work, basically find examples of photography work myself, improve my skills and self-teach completely, which has its benefits, obviously. And then there was option 2, which was quit my job and study photography officially, i.e. at university. For me, I know that if I self-taught myself photography and then tried to sell that product to clients, I'd feel so underconfident, and I wouldn't be comfortable one bit when the time came to actually work on it. Plus, I know that uni gets you in debt, but I'm able to go to uni, study photography, then also sort of teach myself and carry on learning outside of the course. Allows me to put most of my time into this area and really give it a shot. It all comes down to I needed to try something. It was never an option of me taking none of the paths. I was going to end up picking one, and the security of uni, to me personally, for the increase in confidence, skill, and the ability to pursue photography as a full-time thing, far outweighed the sort of freedoms of self-teaching. So I'm going to give it a go. Fingers crossed it works out, but it may not. We'll have to see. I'm just so excited to finally be advancing in this area. It's time to take the creative leap. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.